Echo here, welcome to a new series. I'm starting on this screen, it's what you get when you first log on. It is Regrowth, it's a HQM pack, hardcore quest mode pack from the Feed the Beast launcher, made by the Phoenix Lodge. So I'm going to jump into the game here. I've had a little go for an hour or so, see if I liked it. I'm enjoying myself, so I decided to have a proper go. A couple of people have recommended I have a go at this, so here we go. I'm going to do the first episode. I'm going to see what your feedback is, see if I am too derpy to carry on doing it, see if you want to see me carry on. Now I'm going to jump in, I'm going to create a new world, and I'm going to call it Echo's Regrowth. I got to the point where I got a little bit of crops growing and I built a little ugly house, and the house was so ugly I had to delete the world there and then. So I'm going to start fresh and record and see what we got from here. So let me know what you think. I have done a little bit of HQM when it first came out in Agrarian Skies. I think I did 3 or 4 streams, but that's all I've done. I have seen people play it. I've seen people play the 1.6 and the 1.7 packs, Crash Landing, Material Energy and stuff like that. I've seen no one hardly play Regrowth. I've seen a little bit of Hey Yorkie streaming a few weeks back, and where he was playing around with the agricraft crops. And oh, that was a weird noise. And I have seen a little bit of Purple Mentat because I had to see what I was doing wrong with the HQM thing, which I'll explain when I get to it. But I've not watched any full episodes, so I kind of know how to start. So I'm actually, it's a bit of a cop out because I know what to do from the beginning, but we'll start like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll do a little bit of weak acted. So let's look at my inventory. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move them out of the way. I'm actually running this single player if it comes to it that I need to run on a server for front loading and stuff. Whee! Then I may move it onto a server later on. This is our main book, of course, the hardcore questing mode book, and if I look in there, I am going to skip over that because I've read that a couple of times, and if you want to read that you can pause. And that's the introduction there. The world is barren, the ores are gone, all is bad, all that's left is some trees, some slate and some bits of dead grass. So what have we got? The party thing's not important, the lives thing will track my deaths, and the reputation here, we've got Arcanist, Mechanist and Geneticist. We get reputation for completing quests, which I think is a really cool idea. I'm going to jump straight in, I'm going to jump into the quests, and we've got 10 sections here, it's like 10 chapters. One down there is unlocked, so there's nothing in it, so I'm not sure what that's about. All the rest are locked apart from this first one. I'm going to start off straight into the first one. We've got 2 quests available to us, the flashing ones. This one is to kill Enderman, we can't do that yet, so I'm going to ignore that for now. This one is how you start any game of Minecraft, is punching things, so I'm going to start punching things. What I need is 10 dead wood, 4 charcoal and 7 flint. So dead wood comes from these trees that are scattered about. If you see these dark ones here, these dark ones are charred. So what we've got is these dark ones also have charcoal in them. I've got a little bit of charcoal there, look. So I need some wood. So what we get from these are sticks, dead wood and charcoal. Dead wood are pretty much planks, just think of them as planks. I can't do a crafting table with it though, so we'll get to that. I'm going to hunt for the lower ones because I don't like leaving things floating about. I can always come back and deal with that later, I suppose. I want to hunt for some lower ones. In fact, I'm going to run around a little bit because I want to find a cave before it's night time. So I'll run around a little bit and knock a few of these down. I do need a cave somewhere to hide when it comes night because there's no bed. I'm not sure if I ever get a bed. Look at that, it's actual green grass. Oh, belladonna seed, I'll have that. That's useful. And this sand's pretty useful as well. The water, you run out of air really quick. Really quick. This is slate. This gives flint. Every single one of these will give you flint, so it's pretty much... it's not like gravel where you get a chance of flint. This gives you flint every time. So we'll grab some of that. I'll grab a fair bit of that because it's useful. Once I get some tools, I shall... Oh, that's also useful. Once I get some tools, I shall also be able to repair them using this flint. So I'll grab some of that. You saw that when you break grass, there's a chance of it giving you stuff. One of the quests we do very shortly requires things from this, so I might as well break any that I pass as I look for more wood. Right, let's get some more of this knocked down. So yeah, I'm going to want a cave. The things I'm going to want from inside a cave are mainly cobblestone, because as you see the surface is all this cracked sand, and dirt. There is dirt in the ground. Actual proper dirt, not this horrible cracked sand stuff. That's too big. Let's get a couple more of these. Don't want to. I've got 16 dead wood. I could do with a bit more. I could do with knocking one of these big trees down, but I just can't. I've got nothing to pillar up to get the top of them yet. And floating bits of tree in the sky just hit all my wrong triggers. Let's go over here. See, no cave no cave entrances at all yet. Is that one? No, that's just some water. Murky water. So that, we've got a decent amount of charcoal there. We should have a decent amount of wood. Let's have this one more. I want somewhere nice to live. I guess I'm going to live against the coast, because at least on the coast the water is nice and white rather than being all murky like it is in there. Can I reach most of you? I can reach some of you. I'll come back and get the rest of this once I can pillar up, and I'll be able to pillar up as soon as I get a pickaxe to be able to dig some of this cracked sand up. But for now, plenty of wood, because I want a couple of chests and stuff once I can, once I get a crafting table. I'll do the trunk of this, and then we'll do a little bit of crafting and get the first quests done. Okay, so because I'm a noob at HQM, I'll show you in a minute what I was missing. What we've got here is we've got a lot of items for this first quest, so let's get it handed in. So pick our book up, and here we've got our stuff there, and we can claim our reward, which is 12 apples and a bit of mechanist reputation. Wonderful. That opens up our next two quests. This first one here, grasping at straws, this is to grab the seeds. So you see there, I've got a belladonna seed. I've got one of the 3 floral fertilizers we need. That's for starting Britannia. So I need also some clay, some bone meal, and some pasture seeds. So all of them come from just breaking these grass blocks that I can't see any of now that I need some. But I will carry on doing that bit once I do a camera break. So I'll do that off camera, because it'll mean I'll have to run around for a bit and get all that broken. The other quest we've got here is this one, such a tool. Such a tool. The materials you've scrounged from the boulders and dead trees should be sufficient to make some rudimentary tools. First, you'll need to make the tool parts necessary for making these tools. Once you've got that, you can see about making the tools themselves. So what this is, it's a 2-part quest, and this is what I didn't get because I've not done HQM before, or not much, and I didn't remember it. So I've got a crafting task. I've got to craft all these things. Pretty straightforward. What I need is some sticks, and I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I need 4 for the quest, but I need 5 in total. What I'm making there are Tinker's Construct tool rods. And I also need a wooden binding. So that's our first little bit. And then with flint, what I need is a pickaxe head, like so. I need 2 axe heads, like so. And I need 2 shovel heads, like that. Wonderful. So now, back into our book. You see, this is all complete. This is where I got stuck, because I was thinking I had to pick one of these, and it wasn't selecting. What I'd missed was I need to click on that now. And this is the second part of the quest, which it does hint at there. So we've got a crafting section and then a detection task. What we've got to do now is craft these into these 4 tools, which is pretty straightforward. Again, all in the thing here. So I want to get my pickaxe done first. That uses the binding. So there we go, I've got a flint pickaxe, and these can be repaired with flint as well, so essentially I can mine forever now. It's slow and stuff, but I can mine forever, up to the level that flint can mine, so I guess. And then I want a shovel, I want a mattock, which is a shovel head and an axe head, and I want a hatchet. Sweet. And now I've got all 4 of them, what I should be able to do, I've got 1 tool rod left over, for good reason. What I can do now is pick a handguard. I prefer the rapier, so I'm going to go with the bone crossbar. One of these is broadsword, I can't remember what the other one is, but the crossbar is the rapier. So now I've done both of the tasks, I can click that, claim my reward, and you'll see why I made an extra tool rod, because I can combine it with the crossbar and the flint sword blade. And there we go, we have got a flint rapier. Sweet. So pickaxe, shovel for dirt, hatchet for trees. Mattock is a hoe. It also works a little bit like a shovel and a hatchet, but I'm going to use that mainly for hoeing. And of course a rapier for defending myself. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We have got our first bit of stuff done. Now what I can do is priorities. I cannot leave them logs floating about in midair, defying gravity. Not that things in Minecraft obey gravity, but they do when it's me who's made it, put them there. Come down, you. There we go. We have got that, and we are looking tidy again. Sweet. Next quest then. We now. There's a bit of grass there. That's cool. Up to now, when I've done this, the clay is the hardest one of them to get for the grasping at straws quest. It's getting a little dark. I would have liked to have found a cave by now. Let's have a little look over here. See if there's any natural entrance down. I prefer a natural entrance down because it might lead into a bigger cave. That is quite useful. There is a hobgoblin little hut over there, which will have a cauldron in it that I'm sure might be handy at some point. So I've not played long enough for it to be handy yet, but we've got Thermcraft in here. You can see by the node there. So I'm sure a cauldron is going to be useful for making it into a crucible. So I shall go and nick the cauldron from that place in a bit. That's not a way down. I'll have to make a decision soon though. Come on, give me a natural cave before the mobs spawn. You a natural cave? You maybe are. You're a bit of a big opening though, aren't you? Uh-oh. I hear a spider. I think it's actually down here. Ouch. Now, I'd like to play this with no regen, but I just don't know well enough. I don't know the game well enough to know if that's even possible to survive. What I need before anything else now is I have a stack of. Oops! What do I want my charcoal? It's right on the floor. I'll have some torches. This is a good sign. We've got some dirt, so what I can do is, yeah, I'll make this a little bit safe at either end. Oops! 1, 2, 3. Now, there's a chance baby zombies can come and knock me still, but I'm going to take that risk at the minute. Have some of that cracked dirt, cracked sand I mean, and there we go. Let's block ourselves in for the now, so we are kind of safe. And we can do our next couple of quests while nighttime passes. So what have we got? That's if we've got enough stuff. We maybe have, maybe haven't. So let's have a look. We've handed our quest in there. We have got 2 new quests open. We have got earthly possessions. We need cobble and dirt, which is why I was quite impressed at seeing that dirt there. We need 32 of each of them. And we need to do some crafting of a full set of tinker's stuff, crafting table and a furnace. So our crafting table, simple enough, comes from. Oh, I've used the hatchet. Silly me. I need to repair the hatchet to full, like so. So I've had to use a bit of flint there. And if I combine that with a bit of deadwood, I get a crafting bench. I'm going to use 2 of them. One for actually crafting. And these will be going to a nice little house at some point, but for now I'll just chuck them all down in here. And the next one is going to be going to combine with some items to make tinker construct stuff. So I want some of them blank patterns, easy enough. So just think of them as planks. That's the usual tinker's construct recipe for them. And now we want to combine these with certain things. We want to combine one with a plank to get a stencil table. Just combine one with a crafting table to get a tool station. Oh, I've got a new book. Wonderful. I think I get an achievement from that book, do I? I do. Learning to tinker. No fireworks at night. Oh yes, there we go. Now I need to make a chest. So I'll actually have 3 chests, so I've got somewhere to store stuff. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I need to combine one of them with one of them. And then the last one of these, what I need to do is to make a log. So for that I need 9 of these together. Gets me a deadwood log. And there we go. I've got them. And I don't actually have to put them down anywhere yet. I'm not going to use them just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck them in the chest for now. All this stuff can go in there. Well, the books we started with is a basic Tinker's Construct and a mariculture book, so I'm sure we've got mariculture stuff on the way. Apples, I'll stay there. That stuff can stay on me. I can leave most of my sticks behind, and that'll do. I'll keep my charcoal on me for now. I'll put it in there for now. Right. So look at our quest. All we're missing now is a furnace. So it's time to do a bit of mining of the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. Let's make that. In fact, let's not. Let's get 32 of that first. See if we've got enough data here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Easy. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. There's our 32 data sorted. And I'll have some of that sand as well while I'm here. That's going to come in handy later on. I think that behaves just like normal sand, normal like Minecraft based sand. So it doesn't matter that it's red stuff. I don't think you can make this stuff into normal sand, this cracked sand, by combining it with a bucket of water, which is quite useful as well. Which, oh, well, I seem to have fallen down a hole. Scary business. That was far from ideal. Luckily for me, it wasn't too deep. What a noob. What a noob. I'm going to get out of here easily, quickly. I'm now right where I don't want to be. This stuff looks nice, by the way. This is from chisel, and I'm going to be using it for making a building. And what's really nice, there we go, see just where to get over there, innit? I'm glad I had a little think about that instead of just panicking and pillaring up. So right, let's not do that again. Let's well, I've only got 31 there anyway. We'll put that all there, really. Let's put that there. There we go. A bit more light over there. 26 cobalt to now. There we go. 32 cobalt and 35 dirt, so that's all good. Let's get this next quest handed in. Oh, I need to make a furnace. No, sorry, wrong quest. Let's try that again. Let's go with that one that we can hand in. So there we go. We get our 32 dirt. We get 32 stone. Does it actually consume that? I don't know. I'm going to pick marble over limestone because I think it looks nicer. And no, we've kept our cobble as well, so that's all good. So we've got a stack of dirt, and we've got some stone, and we've got some cobble. This granite stuff, let me quickly show you. If I combine a stick with a flint, I get a chisel. Very nice. So I don't need an iron ingot like it normally does. And this granite I can make into some nice polished granite or granite pillars. So I may utilise this for building a little building of some kind, because there's plenty of that stuff around, and I want it to look nice, you know. You've got to look nice in a apocalyptic wasteland. Don't know why I'm digging that up. So now we can do our other quest by crafting a furnace. There we go, and I shall put that down there. Sweet. Let's hand that in. Flame reward, more charcoal, more dead wood, and a full guard pattern. Not sure what that's for. Not sure what the full guard pattern's for. So now we are stuck. I cannot do anything until I've done the grasping at straws. So I'm going to wait till daytime, which it's not quite daytime yet. And I'm going to go get them seeds, and I shall be back when they're done, and we can do the next set of quests. Okay, well that took a long time. It took me ages to get a pasture seed. I've got one now. Look at that. I've got 11 floral fertilizer. I've got 6 clay, which is going to come in really handy. What I need to do now is try and remember where my little hole was. I found something very nice down the hole as well. There is a XP berry bush down there, so that's pretty awesome. Some surface lava up here, which is good. So I shall have to remember where that is. So that's on the no maps. I don't know which is west or anything, but that's on the side of this cove. Now if I head back over here to where I was, grab a bit more flint while I'm passing, and or a node there floating about, or a bit more wood while I'm passing. There we go. So I used the time when it was still dark to mine up some of this granite. I went into that bigger part of the cave there, got some granite mined. There is the odd bit of grass. You can just see a little bit of grass over there. Nature, although it has been pretty much wiped out, is still trying to take a hold. There you go, look. Nature will preserve. Nature will, I forgot the word. Not preserve, is it? That makes no sense. Nature will persist. There we go. I can't believe I forgot the word persist. Right, where's my hole? Is that it over there? I think that's it over there. So let's get back in here to my crafting table, because the next thing we're going to need is going to involve the I've had 2 Tommy apples. It's going to involve the furnace. We've come back down here. I actually might build my house on top of this, although I'd like to be on the coast. Yeah, if I came down here, I've been mining some of this up, this granite. I thought I'd use this as a building material. And I came down here, I thought I'd have a bit of this sand. I had to get out of it because there was a skeleton down there, and they were shooting. But look at that, we've got some XP berry bushes down there. That's very useful indeed. Let's go get him. Let's go get him. Hopefully not get into too much trouble while we're getting him. Oh, skeleton's still down here. Oh dear. Let's go fight him. Where is he? Where are you, skeleton? Different skeleton. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, will you stop? There we go. 1 dead skeleton. And 1, 2, 3 XP berry bushes. Awesome. I'm sure they're going to be really useful. And here lava as well. So I wasn't sure if there was going to be any reason to come mining down into caves and stuff, but if they've got XP berry bushes. Oh shit. I said the hiss. I'm going to get out of here before I tempt fate and blow up. I've got no armor or anything, so it's not like I am very robust. Let's get out of here while we can. I can hear a zombie, but I don't see him. Right, so anyway, let's get up here. It is night time again. I want to light this place up a little bit. Hello. Let's get back in here. I need a kind of safer way down to there, I think, if I'm going to be hanging around here for a bit. Let's block up the door. Oh, screw it. There we go. So, let's see what we got. Oh, I've got a bow. Awesome. Very useful. So, there we go. Grasping at straws. Aha. Grasping at straws is complete. I've got floral fertilizer, clay, bone meal, pasture seeds, and belladonna seeds. That gets me some wheat seeds, some carrot seeds, and some potato seeds. These are from AgriCraft, and that's what we're going to be moving on to in just a second. Come here, you. You're noisy. These kind of people cannot hear what I'm trying to say. I think we're going to get constant zombies, aren't we? So oh, angry zombie as well. Oh. What's that? What the hell was that? Oh man, just keep coming. Uh-oh. Fallen night. Don't come in. Let's get this bloody door blocked up quick. Oh, my inventory's all full. I've thrown stuff on the floor. Get in there, you lot. I don't throw anything on the floor. There we go. Oh Christ, I'm nearly dead. Look at that one, even paying attention. Apples eaten. Relax a bit, Akko. What are you doing? So, whew. So, right, where's my quest book gone? Throwing it in there in panic. You're going to have to put up with the sound of zombies, I apologise. Let's move down here a bit. So what have we got? That's all done. I've handed that in. Have I handed that in? Did I get the seeds? I did, there we go, cool. So AgriCraft is like IC2 crops. It's a bit more advanced than IC2 crops. IC2 crops have been around since like 1.2.5. I used it a long time ago. Back before I used to do videos. It's been around a long time. What we can do now, we've got 2 more quests open here. So I'll look at that one in a minute. Looks like that's from getting them XP berry bushes. So this first one we can do while we're in the cave here. We can make a unfired clay bucket. I'm actually going to make 2 of these because I've got enough clay to make 2. What we're going to want is our crafting table and our clay. I'm going to have 2 of them. So that's the first part of the quest done. And then the second part opens up, which is to cook it. So let's chuck it in there with a bit of charcoal. And we'll get that cooked up. We'll just dump everything in here for now. And I'll deal with stuff in a minute. I could do with being able to repair that bow. And I should repair my rapier while I can. Because if that breaks while I'm fighting, I'm going to be in trouble. There we go. So what we've got in here now is a clay-fired bucket that can carry water or, I presume, lava. I'm not 100% sure. There we go, we've got another quest done. Excellent. That one and that one opens up this one. Zombies so loud. Let's have a look at this one first. So this one is to use that fertilised stuff that I got on some dirt. Now in my little, this is as far as I've got in my little playthrough there. I had a little strip of dirt about 3 wide. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a 9x9 square of dirt because I used up all my fertiliser and I only got 1 white flower. This fertiliser stuff, you use it on the ground on dirt blocks and it gives you random Botania flowers. So I need 2 mystic white ones to get that quest done. This next one here, we need to make some crops. That's easy enough. I've got sticks on me. No, I have not. Grab some sticks. So this is going to be my food source and all kind of stuff. Actually, I might as well have a stack of them because they're going to come in handy. So crops, there we go, we've made them. That's just in a circle. And now what we need to do is, I'm going to create a farm area. So it's time I built a house up on the surface. So when it's daytime, that is what I'll do off camera. What I need to do is, I need to plant some wheat. I need to plant my potato and my carrot. But in between them, in between wheat and carrot, I need to put a block of sand and 2 crops. So the way you plant crops is like so. The won't plant because it's not fertilised. It's not, sorry. That won't stay like that because it's not wet. There you go. You plant them like that. So I'll have wheat on one, carrots on another, and then what I need in between is a double one like that. That's a cross crop. And what we're going to do on that is the 2 things will create a crossbreed. So with wheat and carrot, we're going to get sugarcane. And with belladonna and potato, we are going to get mandrake. So that's what we need for that quest. So that's mandrake, sugarcane, and the wheat, of course, just comes from the seeds we've got. So that's our next bit there. So I'll get a farm area sorted for that. I can do that one. I can do that one. I don't know what that one is. Let's have a look at this one. It's the first time I've seen this one. Oh, look at that. I get a full set of armour. Awesome. I need 16 concentrated essence berries. I have got 7. Sweet. I'm halfway there, just about. Let's get them planted. Do you bone meal? I haven't got much bone meal, have I? Not really worth it, is it? You don't bone meal anyway. So I'll let them grow. They should grow in the light, unless things have changed. They normally grow. Oh, I've got 24 bone meal there, but I still don't think they grow. No. So, yeah, they should grow in the light. I'll keep an eye on it. If they don't, I'll have to replant them, but that's an ongoing quest we've got. Right, so I guess what I've got to do now then is cut, wait for daytime, and build up my farm area, and hopefully somewhere on the surface where I can survive a night. And I'm back, and things are getting a little desperate. It turns out I've actually run out of apples. I've been underground hunting while it's been night time, the sun's just coming up, and I ran out of apples while I was getting attacked, and my rapier broke, so I wasn't doing much damage to the mob I was fighting. So what I need to do is get this wheat growing really quick, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. So there's my crops, there's my wheat. I'm going to need one block of sand over here. Before we do this though, before we make these into crops over here, where's my buckets? There they are. I want a bit of dirt. I'm pushing it a little bit on the hunger. Right in this middle block, what I want to use is my pasture seeds. No, I don't. I want to use my floral fertilizer. So you see, I've got a little marble floor here. I think I need to move that across one actually. And I have my little farm's gonna be outside, my little villa type thing, with this granite on the outside. So right in the middle of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, there. I'm gonna go like that. And I'm gonna keep knocking these down, and hopefully get a white one. We'll get 2 white ones out of these 11 fertilizers we've got. I'll keep wanting to do it in the middle because it looks like it's got quite a large range on it. And I'll pick up every one that it gives me. Is that the middle? Come on, give me some white ones. So of course, if I don't have enough here with this, I'm going to have to go and farm some more of this stuff by breaking more bits of grass. Oh man, white ones just don't exist. Let me sort my inventory out a minute. Let's get rid of all that stuff for now. I'll keep my seeds on me that we're going to use, and I need one bit of dirt, don't I? One bit of grass, I mean. Come on, couple of white ones. Oh, you're killing me. So is it 4 each time it gives? Seems to be 4 each time, doesn't it? He says getting 3. Oh, it's having me over. It is actually having me over. Well, okay, that looks a bit sucky. I'm going to have to carry on. And there's 1. Well, out of them 11, we've got 1. So, okay, what I'll do is I'll make another grass patch for that. Does that want to go across one way that way? I'm right at the edge there. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come across one this way. And I'm going to make my little farm, and then I'll probably wrap up for the first episode. Once the farm's done, there's a concussion creeper over there I'm keeping half an eye on. So yeah, I've got 1 of them, I need 2 unfortunately, so that's going to require more of that fertilizer stuff. And let's build this out. So yeah, I'm going for like a little Roman Tuscany villa type building. I might just have this as a little standalone building and build my next building elsewhere when I've got more materials, depending on what kind of materials we get. As I say, I do not know if we ever get like quarries or anything. I presume we go right along the tech tree. I'm not sure though. I'm only presuming that. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's right. I need a bucket of water. So let's jump down to the river's edge. I can of course use some of that. Oh, put my buckets away. Damn it. Use some of that bone meal I've got to hopefully. I don't know if it actually works on the crops actually. What do I need? Buckets. Buckets. Might as well have both of these full of water while we're down here. There we go. And one of them in the middle there is going to let me use the mattock to make all this into farmland. So it looks like bread is going to be my food of choice for the near future. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave that one there as dirt. In fact, actually want one of these over here as dirt. In fact, I'll have that one. Not as dirt at all, but as sand. Right. So, important bits. Let's get all this wheat. all these wheat seeds planted. 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then other side of this, let's double check the book. Maybe shouldn't have done that until. I'm not sure if they do weeds like IC2 ones do. Where is my book? Oh, there it is. There it is. So double check. We have got wheat and carrots produce sugarcane. So I need my carrot seed, which is that one. Okay. So carrot goes there, and then in between them I want a double crop like that. So that should become a sugarcane. And then at this end, I will actually in fact mattock that. What I want is my belladonna seeds. There they are. So in fact we might as well have all 4 of them. 4 belladonna seeds. And then that means I'm going to want. I wonder. Yeah, I might as well. It's not going to do any harm. Let's see. Let's pick that back up. And let's have my potato seeds there. So that's potato, that's belladonna. So with a double crop in between that, what we should get on that is mandrake. And that's carrot and potato. So we'll put a double crop there and see if we get anything. We might do, we might not, I've got no idea. We may get some kind of crossbreed between them. No harm in trying, is there? So right, that can all go in there. So now what I need to do is see if bone meal works on any of this, because I could do some bread. Bone meal works, wonderful. That'll get me 3. Of course, it leaves the stuff behind. Now, what can I do with this? Can I make it into wheat flour? I can. Sweet. So I'm gonna be efficient with my charcoal. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get myself 8 wheat flour, which means 1 charcoal, 1 furnace. It'll get me 8 loaves of bread. So I'm no longer starving. Right, I'll cut again. I'll wait until these grow and see if we get our desired target there. So what else was I missing for the other quest again? So that, we've got wheat already. We need sugarcane and mandrake for that. That's all good. For that, okay, yeah, I need to get more floral fertilizer, don't I? So I'll do that while I'm waiting for these to grow. Okay, I am back, and we are achieving success. This has took a few goes, but as you can see there, it now says mandrake. It grew potato once, it grew belladonnas 2 times, and I keep having to break it. I've actually run out of bone meal. It's weird, rain stops there, so I don't know if there's something in the sky stopping it, because it's not a chunk boundary. So I don't really get what's going on with the rain there. The rain just stops. So it's not raining here. It starts raining halfway through a chunk boundary there. Very weird. Very weird. Anyway, I have been all over the place. I've been right out, if you remember where that goblin thing was, so I pinched the goblin's cauldron, so I've got that there. My chests are a mess. I will sort them out after the episode finishes. But what I'm going to do now, so what we've got there is mandrake. We have got 71%, 86% sugarcane there, so we're nearly done the sugarcane. So that worked, so that's good. And in between the carrots and the potato, the one that I took a random go at, we have got pumpkin. Awesome. Check that out. I've got pumpkin as well. So there's something else that we didn't count on. Right, I've got 3 more floral fertilizer. Come on, give me a white flower, yeah, absolute thing. No. 2 more chances. It's like being at a craps table in Vegas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam! You son of a bitch. Last chance. I wonder if I'm doing this wrong. Bam! Well, Christ, I've been right over there getting all these. Okay, I'm going to have to leave this till next episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up there. So next episode we will... What I'll do is I'll get these done. I'll land them 2 quests in. I'll see what I get next so I can start working towards it. So That's easy enough and ongoing. It's going to give me no idea what that is. It's going to give me all that nice stuff, nice bit of armour. So let's quickly go and see if they've grown. What I've got in here. 7 there. So I've got 7 off 3, and I need 16. So I'm not going to have enough, am I? No chance. We'll see if they've grown. They're still over here. I'm just going to let them grow and be done. I'm thinking it's in player loading range, probably. So it's not a problem them being over here. Yeah, I'm going to have to go find more of that fertilizer stuff. But, oh, here we go. Awesome. So I've got I'm up to 13. So next time they grow, shame I've got no more bone meal. I could have maybe tried to force them with bone meal. Now they're fully grown. Right, I'll tell you what. Episode's getting long, but we'll get that quest handed in before I finish up. Oh dear, I pushed it too far. I should have finished up and not rushed stuff. Damn it. Well, how might start? It's still night time. Daytime is just coming. Where the hell? Oh, okay. There's the sea. I'm gonna be that way, aren't I? Well, that's a bastard. I was just, because it was night time, I got real lucky. I managed. Oh no, skeletons. I got real lucky. I managed to kill an Enderman, so I've got a quest complete there. And oh, this is so dangerous. What am I doing? Why am I running around like this? It's asking for so much trouble. There's my place over there, as you can see. So, I managed to kill an Enderman, which was really good. Before it got dark, I was getting some more grass, and I got 3 more of them fertilizers, and the second one got me a white flower, so that's there waiting for us. And I've not been back to the XP berry bushes. But because it was dark, I cleared out underneath my little base there, so I've got a basement, and I was just moving stuff down into the basement, and like a knob, I left the back door open, and creeper just came in behind me, blew up my chest, didn't kill me, took me down to about half health. I was just going back up, and another one came in, and there you go, white flower there, look. So I was clearing the chest out from underneath here. Oh man, is this still going to be? There's the damage that was done anyway. Oh, what's that? It's obsidian. Oh, that's rough. I've got one in my hand for as well. I'd lived 5 days. I think I need a pick to get that away. Will the Mattock do it? I'd have to make another new pick. So as you can see, oh, it's blowing all my tinker's stuff up. Ah, I'm still son of a bitch. So I was just putting all my stuff in here. Oh, it's blowing loads of stuff up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think, can I break that with my hand? I can, sweet, okay, that's good to know. So, let's have a look. That's not good. Where's my quest book? Is it in there? Oh, it's there, okay. One thing I've noticed, so let's take 13 of them again. Some of these belladonna seeds are different because these are clearly, these unidentified ones are clearly from AgriCraft, so I've got 4 unidentified ones that are going to start filling my inventory up if I don't watch out. So there I go, I've got my bread. That can go up there. I've got my tools back. Yeah, where's my pick? Have I lost my pick? No, it's there. So all them tinker tables and stuff are blown up. Wonderful. Unless they're in here. No, they're gone. Apart from the pattern chest. I've just laid them, placed them down there. Episode's getting long now just because derp. I've got 2 gravestones then. I only died once. I can prove it. Watch. I've died 1 time. And it was to an explosion. Creeper. Brilliant. Right, I'll tidy this up. This was just keeping me... I cleared this out. Once it was clear, I broke underneath where the chest was. So I was tidying the chest up from underneath. And then I broke the chest and a creeper dropped straight on me, which blew the chest up. So I was tidying the chest up and a creeper came in from behind while I was tidying the chest up. I made a noob mistake. So, what I need is that. And this guy. Hooray. I can now come back to my quest here. And So I killed an enderman, that's all good. What he did, I looked at him, he was over there, I looked at him, so I jumped underneath and I stood by the door, and he kind of was on this corner here, so I knocked the corner of the wall out, so I was hid inside, hitting him from through that block there. That was good. And then, so that's handed inable. Claim reward, I get an ender pearl from that. Thank you very much. And now I can also claim reward there. It's going to get me floral fertilizer and bone meal. And arcanist reputation. So I'm not opening any more quests up. And I am still waiting for sugarcane and mandrake root. Mandrake root has grown. 86%. That has grown. Wonderful. So that's done. Grown 86%. Bone meal. I've got some of that. Mature. Wonderful. Is this going to attack me? It is. Oh, he's taking some killing, isn't he? There we go. Mandrake root. More pumpkin. Sweet. More carrot. Oh, everything. Apart from dying, everything's good. Let's quickly hand that in. There we go. More bone meal. More geneticist. Nice. And that's opened loads up. Excellent. So we've got loads of stuff to go at next episode. I see some botany stuff in there with day blooms and Wonder of the Forest. Let's finish up by seeing if this has grown. So we can hand the quest in there. I thought I saw a skeleton. Oh man. I should have just wrapped up at 30 minutes. Would have been simple enough to wrap up at 30 minutes. There we go. 18, so that's done as well. We can hand that in. I've now got armour and 6 more essence berry bushes, which I shall plant with these in my exploded basement. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know if you want to see more. Feedback either way is good. Feedback if you want to see more. Feedback if you don't want to see more. Reasons if you've got them, like. But yeah, feedback either way is much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers. Bye.